Hi, this is Darcy with DigitalDarcy.com. Just wanted to come on for a few minutes today and talk about what I've been doing for the last 10 days. I actually took a social media break. I took an actual vacation to the beach in North Carolina with my husband, but I tied into it a social media break. Friday before we left, I guess 10 days ago now, I deleted all of my social media apps from my phone. This was Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and LinkedIn. I left YouTube on because I don't really look at YouTube that much anyway. But those five main ones, I deleted all of them from my phone. I kept Facebook Messenger, and I admit I did actually go on the Facebook mobile website a few times while I was gone. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything business related, that, maybe somebody was tagging me in or something that somebody needed me to answer, things like that. So I did cheat just a couple of times on the Facebook mobile website, but I left all the apps off of my phone from Friday when we left to Sunday when we were on our way home. I installed them all back while I was waiting in the Chicago airport for our last flight home. But it was really, really good. I've been reading a lot of articles about the importance of trying to minimize our time on social media. And I know it seems kind of funny for me to talk about it because I'm a digital marketer and, basically my business relies on people being on social media. And so here I am telling you that, I took this break and you should take this break and everything. But I think it's really important to find a balance between being on social media all the time versus being on there only when you need to be. It's a good reminder. I mean, there's more to life than social media. There's other things to do than look at our phones. It was really sad in the airport on the way there, especially I noticed it because I was geared up for this break. I had all the stuff off my phone and I was all excited to have a 10-day break. And business-wise for me, it's really not the best decision because I dropped out of the algorithms. Nobody heard from me for almost 10 days. So I'm kind of having to jump back in here and I'll have to kind of jump back into the algorithms and let all these providers know that I'm still here. So business-wise, it wasn't really the best decision for me. I could have scheduled some posts ahead of time, but I didn't. And I chose not to actually. So, I just I didn't want to have things post while I wasn't there to see any comments from anybody to reply to. I didn't want it to be a ghost post or whatever. So, anyway, it was really sad to notice in the airport all of the people that are down in the airport looking at their phones, whether it's a husband and wife going on vacation together or a family or just whoever. Everybody's on their phones. You miss out on that opportunity to hang out with your family or your spouse or your boyfriend or whoever you're there with, not to mention the potential to meet other people. My husband actually likes to visit with people, and we sat down by a guy and he was trying to talk to this guy and the guy would barely even acknowledge him. He wouldn't look up from his phone. He finally got him to talk a little bit, but it was kind of clear that all the guy wanted to do was go back to his phone. And it wasn't like he was working on business. He was literally just like on Facebook or whatever. So I think it's a good reminder, it's so easy to get in the path of our phones being this lifeline to all these things. And, we just have to be really careful to not let social media be our life. There's real people in your real life that need your attention, that deserve your attention. And anyway, it was a really good, sorry, there was a car drove by, it distracted me. It was just a really good way to kind of open my eyes a little bit, I guess, to the fact that there's more to do than just look at your phone. And, so I'm going to try to limit mine maybe to business hours or only a certain amount of time after work. I know there's ways on your phone that you can go in your settings and you can limit your time, kind of like you would do for your teenagers or your 8-year-olds or whatever. You can limit the screen time to certain apps. So that might be an idea for you if you're wanting to just minimize your time. Minimize your time on Facebook or Instagram or whatever your addiction is. But you can use the settings to minimize that if you'd like. You could consider deleting the apps off your phone and then only checking if you use it for business, I guess is what I'm saying. You could delete the apps off your phone and then only check those things during business hours. Depending on your business model, that may not work because you might be a community manager or something where you're needing to moderate posts, throughout the day and night. So that may not be an option for you, but if it is an option, that's something you could do. I don't know. I've just read these articles about how being on social media is causing people to have anxiety and anger and feelings of inadequacy because you compare yourself to everybody else, and it's taking attention away from your family and other things you should be doing. And there's all these things in these articles that just talk about how we're just on our phones too much. So I just wanted to, I guess, talk about that for a minute today, bring a little bit of attention to it, and give you something to think about. So I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Darcy, digitaldarcy.com. Bye.